Her first post from July 22nd of 2021 is long, and it reads, "I just got a text message from my mother that my grandfather passed away. Really? At 1 a.m. in the morning? I've been trying to get a hold of my mother for the last couple years now with no luck. I was kicked out of the family at 14 years old for being ARD. I was a perfect little Mormon kid who was top in academics, sports, and had tremendous musical abilities. In third grade, my competitive nature turned into an academic competition with one of the other top athletes. We raced book through book, and I was already taking college courses at the beginning of middle school, and there was no stopping us. I was the type of kid that everyone wanted. Ended up on the streets of Vegas with nowhere to turn, then ended up on the streets of Eugene selling drugs for a bunch of bikers who took me in after being ARD again. At 15, I pulled off one of the biggest heists Eugene had probably ever had. I definitely went into survival mode and adapted to my surroundings so well it made the chameleons jealous." I will say it again. Really? A text at 1 a.m. telling me my grandfather is dead when I have not been a part of this family for over 30 years? I have not been allowed in families' homes. I have not been allowed in families' lives. I have not been allowed at families' weddings, and I have not been allowed at families' funerals. I have tried and tried to be a part of this family, but have to make the decision to not put myself through any more self-torture. The last time I saw my mother, I asked her if she would sign a paper to make sure that I had a 72-hour mental evaluation, since everyone in the family thinks I'm crazy. She told me that she would never do that because she was afraid they would never give me back. She only had a few bites of her sandwich, then said that I was part alien, what type of aliens we are, what planet we are from, and then she left. I have been more this week than I have been in years, and this is a reminder that I still have no one to turn to. However, I have learned that being S is not a bad thing. It just means that I can live my life with no fear. Anyone that has a problem with that can F the F off. She shared this screenshot in the comments. It's from her mom. It says, "Your grandpa passed away at 10 p.m. Hugs, love, Mom." And she replied, "It would have been nice to have him in my life all these years. It would have been nice to have you in my life. Sorry for your loss, and it sucks it took this long for you to text me about anything. He's been on my mind the last few days, so I figured that he already passed away a few days ago. I'm assuming I will not be allowed at this funeral either, so I'm not even going to ask if I can come. Have a good night, and for what it's worth, hugs back. It would be nice if you could send me a few pictures of him through text messages." She also commented, "Of course, no response nor pictures. My message back to her may seem cold, but not as cold as the one I wanted to send. I tried to be as nice as possible, as she just lost her father." This was also in the comments, and I blacked out the other person's name for privacy. She replied, "Thank you. I am no longer LDS, as I was always denied a temple recommend for not fully believing in the repentance process. There is no way that anyone can convince me that if I go through the repentance process, I can walk this earth as if I have never sinned that sin. So if I punch the guy in the face and break his nose and then go through the repentance process, I will be told that I can walk this earth as if that sin never happened. I believe that would make me a liar. What's done is done and always will be. This is one of the reasons that I was kicked out of the family. The police got involved, and evidently in the Mormon religion, the bishop should have been called. Then the perpetrator has the option of going through the repentance process so he can walk this earth telling everybody that he's not an R. Everyone thinks Mormons are perfect, but they are just perfect liars. Not my cup of tea. Not trying to offend you personally, but that is my personal opinion about the Mormon religion." Her next post comes from August 8th of this year. "If you have been assaulted by a Leisek or a Juhas, and I think that's how you say them, you are not alone. Utah has lifted their statute of limitations. Time to speak up." And this was in the comments. "We come from a family that will protect the perpetrators and lift them up on pedestals while shunning the victims. It stops now." On August 10th of this year, she wrote, "First message I received this morning was from the son of the first adult that AR'd me. It seems as if the family is getting scared and they are now trying to slander me and scare me into keeping my mouth shut again. It's not going to work. Our family is sick and I'm not a kid that you can throw to the wolves anymore. I'm a wolf now and I will not back down." In the comments, someone replied to her, "And remember, if they can't beat you, they will try to drag you down to their level. Stand tall. I have your back and others do too." And she replied, "I feel Joan of Arc running through my veins. Always have and always will. My life is in danger at this point and I'm not scared. I will die a martyr if that is my path." September 14th of this year, she writes, "I got an order today to deliver to Jared L. on the outskirts of Redmond, Oregon. Delivery instructions said go through Green Gate and go to the house. When I pulled up to the electric gate, it started closing, so I parked and got out of my vehicle with the order as I saw a man in the distance walking up the driveway. It was my older brother, Jared Leisek, who started screaming, 'F you, Jessica.' 'No, Jared, you can't F me anymore, you psycho piece of shit. You knew who had your order and was driving all the way out there. Don't be mad at me for supporting people who want to put you away. Be mad at yourself for the things you have done to others. I might have been the first one you assaulted, but I was far from the last. You're not a hero like others may think. You're a narcissistic piece of shit that's about to go down for your own actions. I'm not afraid of you like others are. You can't brainwash me like you have done to others. You made your bed and now it's time for you to toss and turn and lose some sleep over your own actions. It's only a matter of time that the truth of Jared Leisek is revealed. Thanks for showing your face today. Now we know where to send the police." And her most recent post was just 8 hours ago, and it reads, "Feel like I'm living with a target on my back, but I'm used to it. Been standing up for what's right my whole life while others are put on pedestals for doing harm to others. I appreciate the person that is standing up for what's right as well, as I hope this will protect innocent children. We weren't protected, but we're trying to help others. And in case you're not aware, yes, this is my brother. Changed my name to my real name on Facebook a couple months ago, so I'd be easier to get a hold of due to this." So she is okay with all this information being put out there. In fact, she wants it to be shared and spread. She wants people to see Jared for what he is.